So there's a theme that I have witnessed within myself and within my close inner circle. And it's that the common thread is we all tend to feel like a burden when we're experiencing really big emotions, when we're experiencing some type of turbulence or chaos in our lives, and we just feel like we can't share that vulnerably with the people in our lives. And so we isolate, we hide away, and we try to figure it out on our own. And granted, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need to sit with ourselves in our own emotions, but it doesn't always need to be done alone. And the truth is your emotions aren't too big. You are not too much, and your chaos and your problems and your suffering and your pain deserves to be held and seen and witnessed, because that's all it really wants. It just wants to be held. It just wants to be witnessed, and it just wants to be seen. But so many of us grew up in homes where when we were feeling big feelings and big emotions, we were told to suck it up, stop your crying, go to your room and cry. I know for me personally, sometimes if I was feeling really big emotions and really acting out, I would get locked in my room and meant to be alone, left to be alone. And so many of us have had these similar experiences, told to suck it up and don't cry and get over it. Those are feelings of the revoking of love. Our systems, our bodies have been taught that when we have big, scary emotions, that love will be taken from us, or we've been forced to deal with them and figure them out on our own. And that has become such a damaging program in our bodies, because the truth is we're not meant to do this alone. We're not meant to hold the weight of all of human society's conditioning, because the truth is a lot of the emotions that we all feel, we all are sharing. We all are insecure, and we all have moments of unworthiness, and we all have fear. We all have doubt. We all feel the same things. And it's so silly to think that somebody wouldn't understand. And the truth is we've probably all experienced the same emotions. Sure, the story is different and the way it affects us might be different. And I may not be you and fully know what it feels like to be you, but I know what it feels like to have big emotions. I know what it's like to be afraid and insecure and feel unworthy and to doubt myself. I know those feelings too. And sometimes when I'm wrapped up in all of my own crap, and I'm neurotically and narcissistically focusing on my life and my problems, the one greatest thing somebody can offer me is their vulnerability and their problems and their issues and their big emotions, because then it gives me a break from mine, and it gives me an opportunity to hold you and witness you and love you in that and remind you that I'm not going anywhere. And I recognize that not everybody has these types of people in their life that you feel safe enough to go to, where they're not going to try to fix you and change you and solve your problems, but rather just witness you, let you know that I'm not going anywhere, and it's okay that you're feeling this. I'm here with you. Because ultimately that's all that we want, is we just want somebody to be with us in it, because big emotions are fucking scary. No matter how old you get, they are scary because they arise sensations and feelings in the body that we're just not used to feeling all the time, and that we've been made our whole lives to feel alone. But people who really love you will want to be in that with you, hold you in that, witness you in that, and not abandon you or try to fix you or save you or solve your problems. But unfortunately, sometimes the only way that we're going to know if somebody has that capacity is by gifting them something vulnerable and seeing how they respond. And better yet, depending on how close you are to this person, maybe saying, hey, I just really need somebody to listen and not fix my problems not try to tell me what to do, not make me feel bad for what I'm feeling, but just be with me in it. We as a people need to learn to communicate with each other. Vulnerability is key to everything. Vulnerably asking for what your needs are when being held. Knowing that we're all just growing together, trying to figure out how to be the best people we can be for ourselves and for each other. So my message for you today is that you are not too much. Your emotions may feel big and you don't need to feel them alone. And that your vulnerability is a gift that just might shift or change something in someone else. Your vulnerability is something that's meant to be held like, I almost want to say a precious stone, but your vulnerability is meant to be held like a child with love and care. You are meant to be held with love and care. And so I don't know what it is you're going through, but I just want you to know that you don't have to do it alone. And if you are, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that people in your life have made you feel like you are too much, that your problems are too big, and that your emotions are too crazy, because they're not. And you deserve to be loved and held and witnessed in that. So that my prayer for you today is that I hope that you find people in your life or have people in your life that you can begin to gift that vulnerability to. My prayer to you is that I hope you find people who you can grow and communicate these needs with and learn how to do this together. Because this is the direction that we all need to be moving, is how can we be better for ourselves and for each other? How can we learn to hold ourselves and hold each other with more love and more grace, more compassion and more empathy? So my prayer for you is that I hope you find that, and I hope you have that, because you are worthy of that.